Welcome to the Heart-Centered Entrepreneur Podcast. I want you to be rich. Yes, I want abundant financial success for your business. But I don't just care about your business making money. I care about you too. I want you to be rich in happiness, in the impact you make, in your relationships, and in how you give back. I'm Anna. I built my six-figure business as a side hustle while I was pregnant with my daughter in 2016. Now I've helped dozens of women do the same. I'm here to help you build a profitable, heart-centered, fully booked business with the latest tips on sales and visibility, with proven mindset hacks, and sneak peeks behind the scenes with what's working right now in the online space and in my business. Ready to make more money with heart? Let's go. Hi, friends. Today I want to remind you to put a CEO day on your calendar sometime in the next 30 days so that you have time in your business, not just to support your clients and catch up on your emails and record social media content and take sales calls and everything you do day in and day out, but that you can actually have time set aside where you can think big picture, get clear on your vision, get clear on your strategy, get clear on fresh ideas. You are a creator and an innovator by nature. And so making space for that. And I want to tell you a little bit about what CEO days look like when I do them in my business, some things you can do on a CEO day, and I cannot wait to dive in. This is top of mind for me because one of my current clients just scheduled a CEO day with me. I do CEO days. They're 4 hours with me here in person in San Diego, or I also have done them virtually online. I have one more left for this year. So if you are interested in doing some one-on-one work with me for a full day, feel free to reach out. We can explore what that would look like. I think it's just everything. It's everything when it comes to growing and scaling our businesses to the next level. And I feel like it's a great line in the sand and a breakthrough moment. I have led so many of these for my clients, and I have just found that it's been just imperative for them as they're, again, literally stepping outside of their house to get some fresh perspective. A lot of times we expect breakthrough in our business, but we are sitting at our same computer in our same corner. And so I want to talk through, if you're taking a CEO day on your own, what you can do to create that. I encourage my mastermind ladies when we are doing our business planning every quarter to block off one CEO day every month. If you work part-time hours in your business, you can block off a half day. That's plenty. If you work full-time hours, then I encourage you to block off a whole day. And this is a day where I don't want you to schedule anything else except for maybe a call with your coach, with me, if I'm your coach. But otherwise, I encourage you to get out of your house, go to a coffee shop. I also in the past have rented a hotel room or an Airbnb. I think it's 100% worth that investment to get yourself out and about of your usual element. I have a CEO assessment that I'm going to link. It's a free Google Doc that really helps you assess big picture, what's going on in your business, what's working, what's not working, what's the biggest problem you need to solve. I find that so many people are spinning their wheels because they don't know the biggest problem they need to solve, right? Is it that you need clearer messaging and to work that marketing machine? Is it that you need more visibility? Is it that you need to work on your sales process, your sales funnels? Is it that you need to hire team members? Like, what is that biggest problem? And is your time and energy and effort going there every week of your quarter, right? The CEO day really helps you determine, like, what's my biggest challenge? What's my direction? Where am I focusing? And that way, when you're in the day-to-day of executing on your business, you're not second guessing yourself. You're just almost showing up almost like as an employee of yourself and taking action on the strategy you set, right? So, okay, so you're setting the CEO day, you're doing the CEO assessment that I send you, and then I like to do different things. Sometimes I'd like to let myself do a desire dump. This is an exercise that I'll also link for you. It's completely free. It's just really giving ourselves permission to ask ourselves, what do we want next in our life and in our business? And I think as women, we don't ask ourselves this question enough. I try to do this every month and just really ask myself, like, what am I craving, big and small, and letting your desires be that compass for your next direction. I also like to make time to do some CEO projects that maybe I don't have time for in the everyday. Like maybe it's journaling on a big block. Maybe it is batching some content. Maybe it is prepping a webinar thing, like things that in the day-to-day just feel a feel a little overwhelming to do. And so I do use that day for actually working and actually batching stuff, but I try to leave at least a big chunk of that for dreaming. You can also do vision boarding on this day. I also like to take time on that day to just like treat myself well, to like take myself to lunch or do something that feels really fun and relaxing and luxurious for me, and just put myself in that. I think in the day-to-day, we can get in that survival reactive mindset. And I think it's just putting our brain into the creator mindset, right? I think we can get into a space where we're trying to like button down the hatches and conserve and contract, right? Which isn't bad, but like I feel like in business, we have to try to operate 80% in creating new money, new ideas, new clients, new momentum. And so that creator mindset only comes from spaciousness. It doesn't come from anxiety. And so really doing things that are fun, that are enjoyable to you, and just kind of enjoying the day for what it is too, right? Some of your CEO days may be epic. You might get major breakthroughs. Some of them might be and that's okay, right? But I really encourage you to start taking them. Start taking them. So many of my clients, will ask me like, again, like, how do you find like that momentum in your business? And I think a big part of it is just creating moments to be inspired. There's this great book. I can't remember the name right now, but I recommend it to almost all my clients. I think it's like Miracle of the Moment or something, but it's basically this idea that like any good memory or major breakthrough moment that we've had in our life or business usually doesn't happen on accident. It happens because someone created that magic. And I think too, CEO days are basically you creating space for magic, for ideas, right? For new innovation, right? It's almost to me like how, when you work for an employer, they often host strategic planning days or retreats, or you get to go to professional development conferences. This is you creating professional development for yourself. And I think it's amazing to go on retreats and workshops that other people host. But I also think it's important to go on your own self-led retreat and workshop, because guess what? It's like, this is the same thing I say when people need to do like their daily mindset work. We listen to other people's podcasts and other people's things, but like, how often are you listening to your own inner voice and your own inner thoughts and leaving space for that? And a CEO day can be one way to do that, right? Whereas at a retreat, someone else is going to be teaching. At a CEO day, you are giving yourself and your heart space to shine. I also think this is why it can be intimidating for people, because it's like, what do I do with like silence? What do I do with white space? What if I don't have any ideas? Like, in that blank canvas, that's where the magic is made. And you can trust yourself, right? Just like as a coach, when we show up to a client's coaching session and we don't really know where the session will go, we just co-create together. Just like an artist has that blank canvas, and by the end, there's something beautiful. Your CEO day is the same way. And can you trust yourself to show up to that blank page of a day? I do like to do a little bit of light structure, right? But in general, can you trust yourself? Same thing with I really consider the daily check-in, that the 6 questions, to ask yourself on that Google Doc every morning, to be almost a mini CEO day, where it's that same thing. It's a blank slate where you're checking in, where you're just checking in. What's going on? What's on my heart? What's on my mind, right? And doing that as often as you can. And as a CEO, that's like literally the one thing in your business that you'll never outsource, right? At the end of the day, almost everything in your business is outsourceable, but your vision for the business, your direction, your clarity, you will never be able to replicate that. And so giving yourself time and energy and space so you can come back to your business focused and inspired and refreshed and a great leader to your team, all of those things. Okay, my loves, I hope this was helpful for you. I wanted to keep this short because I actually want you to go to your calendar right now and block off some times for a CEO day. Yes, literally pull up your phone, block off some days in the future, at least for the next 3 months. You can always bump the day to a different day if it doesn't work that day, but really try to honor that day as if it were a client thing, right? We never cancel on your client. Do not cancel on yourself, my love, right? And give yourself permission to have that space. If you would like that space with me, what I do and how I format this when I do CEO days with clients is I segment it into 4 sessions and we pick 4 things to focus on. And it really is about, I would say, like 3 months worth of one-on-one coaching in one day. And it really is a way to get expedited results and break through out of your element. There's something magical about being out of your element and being able to think outside of the box and get solutions that you've never gotten before. And so I divide this into 4 sessions, 4 45-minute sessions. We do a nice lunch in there, but we really do 4 topics that we find and identify beforehand what will give you the most breakthrough, some of that mindset, some of that business mapping and strategy and getting out the Post-its and the giant poster boards, right? But then there's this unquantifiable element of just getting clear on like what the biggest block is in your biggest business right now and starting to bust through it. My favorite thing about CEO days is it really combines getting clarity and vision and strategy, but then there's also time to execute and to start doing the work and to start creating the sales page for your next program and to start recording the reels for that next program. Like you can actually start taking action and getting some momentum right there on that day because you have that room and you have that space and you've cleared it. And you're probably like way more efficient than you think. And so actually clearing 4 hours is so much time to get things done, which is beautiful. So if you're interested in booking a CEO day with me, feel free to reach out. I'd love to share more about what that looks like. But either way, make sure you clear time on your calendar. Feel free to send me a screenshot, an email, or tag me on Instagram stories of your CEO days that you are blocking off. And again, check out the resources with this podcast episode that include the CEO day assessment and also the desire dump and also my daily mindset check-in. Those are going to be a game changer for you. They're Google Doc worksheets, so you can like fill them out right there on the thing, and giving you so much love and sending lots of prayers for massive breakthrough in this next chapter. And go and create that space and hire the support and do what you need to do to get that breakthrough. I am cheering for you big time. Thanks for hanging out today. Please hit that subscribe button so you can make sure to stay updated anytime a new episode drops. And I would love for you to join me in my free Facebook community. It's called The Heart-Centered Entrepreneur. We discuss the podcast episodes. I regularly go live and do free trainings. And you may even meet your newest biz bestie. So you can join at heartcenteredcommunity.com. It's absolutely free, and I cannot wait to see you in there.